Sorry, I accidentally turned off the video. So we end up with a part 2, whether we want it or not. 3, 6, 9, 15, 18, 21, 24. So this is an arithmetic sequence. I'm adding the same number both times to get this sequence. I'm adding a 3. What if I take these terms and add them together? Now it's called an arithmetic series. Alright, so now I'm very interested in the sum of the first 8 terms. So I'm going to indicate that with an S for sum and a little 8 to tell you how many terms that I'm looking at. The sum of the first 8 terms in this arithmetic sequence I'm quite interested in, and I'm sure you are as well. I'm going to show you a little trick. What if I add the first and the last? What if I add second and second to the last? Are you seeing something too cool for words? Alright, notice each of the pairs that I've indicated add up to 27. So I have 27, 27, 27, and 27. So there are 8 terms, and I end up with 27 4 times. So could the formula for the sum of n terms be, let's take the first term and the last. We could take the second to the second and the second to the last, or the third and the third to the last. But let's just make it simple. Take the first term plus the last term. And we're going to use that sum how many times? Well, when we had 8 terms, we end up using it 4 times. So let's take the number of terms divided by 2. So I would like to see if that works when n is odd, because n over 2 came out to be 4, and we used 4 times 27 to get the total sum, which ended up to be, what's 27 times 4? 108. 27 times 4. Yeah, all right, 108. So let's go ahead then and try it if n is 9. So instead of the first 8 terms, I end up with the first 9. And I'm going to leave that for your verification or not. So the next term would be 27. So now that there are 9 terms, will this formula still work? The sum of the first 9 terms is 9 divided by 2 times the first plus the last term. Oh, a sub n. Lots of miswritings here. Okay. Would you check that out and find out by hand what this is, what this sum is, and then use this formula to see if you get the same thing. So I want to know if it's verified or not. Alright, well, let's look at one that's even. We suspect it's true for that. I was wondering, and I'm sure you were as well, is what is the sum of 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 all the way to 100? Weren't you wondering what that was? Well, let's find the sum of the first 100 integers in this series. So n, there's going to be 100 numbers divided by 2 according to the formula. A sub 1, the first number, plus the last number. So I get 100 times 101 divided by 2. So 100 times 101 divided by 2 equals 5050, I believe. So if I did the math correctly, that should be the answer. So if you added them all up on your calculator, you could see that this was correct. All right, that will give us some food for thought and some concepts to practice when we come in on Monday. So All right. I hope that you had a good St. Patty's Day, a good Pie Day, and a good Friday. All right. That's all from me. Over and out.